March 21st, 11:34 a.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Well, at least we were able to get Mr. Matt on guard as our client. And we know that he didn't do it, which is very important. So now what should we do? Well, the trial is tomorrow. We only get this one chance. There's only one way to prove Mr. Unguard's innocence. You have to find the real killer. Okay, then let's start looking. Alright, she's determined. Good, we can actually examine stuff now. Oh, I'll water it. It's okay, I already did that. The watering can, where are you, Mr. Watering Can? Pearls gets too wound up if she's not doing something to distract herself. Hope Charlie can withstand Typhoon Pearls. Good luck, Charlie. There is a giant building just outside the window. It's the Gatewater Hotel. A high-class, luxury hotel. Actually, the crime happened at the recently completed hotel in the center of town. The Gatewater Imperial Hotel. Just how far are they going to expand their empire? Oh. This is the Nickel Samurai, right? Yeah, that's right. Mr. Nick, please take care of Mystic Maya and be her Nickel Samurai, alright? Oh, alright. Difficult-looking legal books stand in a formidable row. They mock me. Oh, do you need to look something up in one of those law books, Mr. Nick? Which book is it? Which book do you need? Can't read those hard books and, can't reach them either. It's okay, Pearls, really. Aww. She's trying so hard. My desk. Since I don't have time to sit, it's unusually clean. Oh, I cleaned it up some more for you last night. Because I couldn't sleep. Aww. I just want to give her a hug and be like, it'll be okay. Be okay. It'll be okay. Okay, so let's go back to the detention center. March 21st, detention center. Visitor's room. Ah, the lawyer dude. So what did you find out? Well, still in the middle of investigating. I see. But I've already told you everything I know, dude. Says nothing new. Alright, well, we'll still go for it. Can you tell me about your activities last night? After I got the award, I took a break and went back to my room. I had that post-ceremony stage show to do. So I was in my Nickel Samurai costume. And you were alone the entire time. My manager was running around being busy, so yeah. Because of the press conference you were supposed to hold after the show. I told you, dude. I have no idea about any press conference, alright? It's strange. I thought the Nickel Samurai was going to confess something. Anyway, when I was leaving my room, that's when I noticed it was kind of noisy. Mr. Corrida was already dead at the time. Yeah, that's what I gathered anyway from my manager. Beginning to gather that this guy can't do a thing on his own. And that's when the detective in the green coat showed up. He searched me, and then out of the blue, the dude arrested me. About you and the victim, Mr. Wong Corrida. What sort of... it's got nothing to do with anything, dude. Man, with that face of his, you can't even tell he's the same age as me. And he wanted to try to make a Ninja movie, even though we all know it'd fail. The Nickel Samurai still won in the end, right? Yeah, I took the Grand Prix by storm. So why would I, the winner, have any reason to kill the guy anyway? Dude, you'd think it'd be the other way around, you know? Okay. We already presented that previously, it just seems to be repeating stuff. Let's have a look at the profiles. Let's go with the Wong Corrida one. Look, dude, I didn't kill him. I mean, the Nickel Samurai kicked the jamming ninja's butt, right? But it's not like I felt threatened by the likes of him. Being rivals sounds like a sad way to relate to another person. Yes, it does. Alright, so let's head over to the hotel then. March 21st, Gatewater Hotel, hotel lobby. Hey! What do you think you're doing? You can't come in without... Good morning. Hold on, it's you! What's going on around here? I heard poor Yuan was killed. Is that true? It's a bad rerun is what this is. Another steel samurai doing the most evil of deeds. You know, that's not entirely... I'll have you know that I was a huge fan of Yuan's. Why, oh why do all the stars I'm interested in drop one by one like flies? Yes. Why do they, old bag? That's suspicious. It's always been that way. Oh, here we go. Class Hamster? Queen Reaper? Evil spell? Actually, I wanted to ask you about the murder and what happened. Don't push me, boy. Mr. Nick? I couldn't hear everything she said because she was talking too fast. I know, Pearls, I know. Miss Oldbag, could you please speak a little slower? Don't boss me around, you spiny-head smarty pants. Yes. The victim. My dear Hammer died a year ago in that dreadful murder. And only recently did I finally find a star that makes this heart go ba-dum again. I don't know what to say. I ask you, why does every star I cheer for always end up kicking the bucket? I'd watch your words. No one's going to get away with saying anything bad about my Yuan. But I haven't said anything. But I don't believe a word that woman says anyway. Huh? What woman? That irritating backwater girl with the afro. And the horrible country accent. I mean, what is the manner of speaking supposed to be? And why does she never stop? Honestly, women these days, they don't know the meaning of the word modesty. When I was a young maid and I was so beautiful, alright, here we go. Pearls, are you thirsty? A little. Okay, I'll go get you some juice or something. Thank you very much. Hey, you paying attention? Youngins today. So I'm guessing Miss Oldbag heard everything from Lotta. What happened? I want to ask you about what happened around the time of the moida. I don't know anything about that. I was here getting ready. Getting ready for what? The show, of course. Well, and the press conference afterwards. Cue mysterious music for the magical press conference. Anyway, I don't know anything about the murder. I see. But, there's always a but, isn't there? Question mark. But if you're talking about what I saw, that's different. I saw it very clearly. What? I saw the most important moment of the night. What did you witness? The most important moment? You don't mean... Oh, so now you treat me with respect, you disrespectful child. When you speak to your elders, you should always be polite. Really, kids today. Please tell me, what did you see? Oh. Well, that's a surprise. The murder last night was gruesome, wasn't it? But then... What murder isn't? You have 4. You have 4 Cyclocks around you. Please don't stray onto another tangent. Please? If you want to hear more, then show your respect and bring the lady a present. A present. Huh. Guess we need more evidence then. Alright, let's move over to the hall. March 21st, Gatewater Hotel, Viola Hall. Looks like the investigation is still in full swing. The hotel staff and the police are running around like a bunch of headless chickens. I wonder if we can do any investigating of our own in this kind of atmosphere. I've got to roll up the sleeves and try, I guess. Alright, let's have a little investigation. This is such a beautiful sight. The chandelier? Yes, but I can't believe it. I should go back and investigate the other place, examine where we were. I just wanted to get away from Old Bag. Can't believe that such a terrible murder happened under such beautiful lights. It's shocking. Oh. It sure is one luxurious hotel. Almost to the point of gaudy with how it blends together everything fancy imaginable. Speaking of fancy, didn't the bellboy give me something like that last year? Seems to be the same as what we already knew. They haven't cleaned up the food yet. That's the same as what we knew. The award ceremony was held on the stage last night. It was really fabulous. Can you just remind me of the circus for a second? It's the same again. Okay, so let's go back. Oh god. Because it's like I feel like there's going to be something changed here in terms of what he'll say. It's the stage that we're going to use for the post-ceremony stage show. After the show, there was supposed to be a press conference, but even Mr. Angard himself didn't seem to know, huh? How does the person who's supposed to give a conference not know anything about it? That's all I feel I'm going to get out of that. Wait, you took your helmet off. Alright, let's move over to the hallway then. March 21st, Gatewater Hotel, hallway. Hey, you're here! Been waiting for you, Mr. Lawyer. Lauder. Hey, Mr. Copfella. The thief showed his face. What? Arrest him, put him on trial, find him guilty, give him the death penalty. What's wrong, Lauder? You feeling alright? I looked here and there, and up and down the mountain, but it ain't here. So why don't you just hurry up and give it back to me, you creep? What are you looking for? My camera. Camera. It's my lifeblood. I'm gonna die without my $700 camera. Your camera? Look, don't lots of people say the criminal always goes back to the scene of the crime? And looky, here you are. Yep, here I am, faced with a lot of trouble. Huh? Alright, camera. So you lost your camera. It ain't no ordinary camera. You buy it in a store and it's $1,600 brand new. Huh, but didn't you just say you bought it for $700? I had a nice long talk with the guy at the store, about 5 hours I reckon. I made this itty-bitty scratch on it, and the manager got all huffed up in the face. He gave me his talking to and was real mean about it too. He done made me cry at that. When did you lose your camera? Last night, after the murder happened. Must have been when I was busy running around looking into things. That's when I lost sight of my dear, darling, expensive sweetie. Lotta, what did you capture with that expensive camera of yours? I don't really know. I snapped a shot of anything that caught my eye. So I don't remember. Besides, I couldn't get anything for my big scoop. I wonder if Lotta's missing camera is even connected to the murder. There has to be, otherwise why was it brought up in the story? Oh. Lotta's camera added to the court record. What happened? What happened? Lotta, please tell me what you know about what happened at the time of the murder. Well, from the ceremony last night, I was hanging around here in this area. Actually, I was here until around the time Mr. Angard was arrested. What were you doing here? You sure you went to school, city boy? What? Wherever Lotta Hart goes, there's a story to be found. A big scoop to be had. A big scoop? I told you before, you're gonna be the best tabloid photographer the world's ever seen. Of course, that means I'm always looking for the perfect shot. I wonder what scoop she was after this time. Although, I was also on the lookout for the other stars that were here. So maybe I wasn't here the entire time. Big scoop. Lotta, are you sure you weren't here the entire time? So you could take a picture for your big scoop? Well, maybe I was, but that's what real journalists do. It's some juicy inside info, so I thought to myself, what juicy inside info? I got some juicy inside info, so I thought to myself, why not get a picture for proof? What kind of story was it that you would hang around here? Yeah. Oh, here we go. Only 2? Oops, sorry, Mr. Lawyer, can't be telling you that. Trade secret, you know? Not again. Why does everyone have something to hide? We've been stopped, haven't we? Yeah, take that, Mr. Lawyer. I'm glad someone around here is happy. Miss Lottering your I rule smile. Okay, all I can think right now is based on what was said in terms of presenting stuff. Is maybe these 2. I don't really care for heroes or whatnot. Oh, I see. It shows they got for kids, those adventures are just plain old boring. Now, adults, we get more caught up in messy, sticky real situations. Even me. Oh, sounds like the tyke's getting what I'm going with this. Wait a sec here. Don't go around getting her mixed up in things like that. Yeah, I thought that would be the same. Okay. How about examine the doors? There's a piece of paper taped to the door that says you're in Corrida's room. So that's the scene of the murder, I reckon. I thought something had gone on last night. But I didn't never think it was murder. At the toilet. There are toilets in each room in this hotel. But since all sorts of events are held here, there are bathrooms for people who aren't staying here to use as well. Perfect for people like me who can't afford to stay here in the first place. Feels like that's going to be relevant. There's a piece of paper taped to the door that says Matt and Guard's room. Mr. Ungard was here during his break, right? Yeah, that's what he claims. The crime scene. He had wanted to get to Mr. Corrida's room. He would have had to pass through this hallway. Let's check the bears, though. I understand flowers in front of the dressing rooms. What are the stuffed bears doing here? I didn't touch them. Wasn't me, I tell you. I give you my word. Why do I get the impression Lotta helped herself to one of them? Compared to the flowers on the other side of the hall, these are much more gorgeous. Let's see. Record companies, fan clubs, company workers, family. Carrying all these flowers home would be hard, I think. Yeah, that's what I thought too. So I was nice enough, gal, to lend a helping hand. Secretly, of course. I have a feeling one of these days I'm going to end up defending her in court. So wait. Like, this is Juan Creed's room, and he's the less successful of the 2, but he has the more over-the-top display outside as a result of fans and record companies and stuff like that. It's like, why? It's Mr. Ungard from the Global Studio staff. It'd be nice if lawyers got flowers too, something like that. But Mr. Wright from all your grateful clients. Find that suspicious. It seems the wrong way around. Why? Why? Alright, Ungard's hotel room. March 21st. Gatewater Hotel, Ungard's hotel room. Where are we? We're in Mr. Matt Ungard's dressing room. This is our client's room. May I help you with something? Who's this? Where... You're Mr. Ungard's lawyer, correct? I gathered as much. I also looked for lawyers on my end, but to no avail. How did you know I'm his lawyer? We were just saying that he is your client. In a situation like this, the only person who would use such a word would be his lawyer. Wow. It's a simple deduction, really. The trial is tomorrow, and Mr. Ungard's situation is looking rather grim. So you came here, one stop in your mad dash to find clues to build his case, correct? Well, you're not totally right, but you're not totally off either. It's really not the time to be showing off, Mr. Nick. Adrian Andrews. I hate to waste your time, so let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Alright. She may be of small stature, but appearances can be deceiving. Yes, indeed. Night of the murder, she's got a presence about her. Night of the murder. I assume the first thing you need to know is what everyone was doing that night, correct? Yes, that is correct. And I will tell you. Before the awards ceremony... What's this? What is this? What is this you've got here? This shell. Before the awards ceremony, I had dinner with Mr. Ungard. In this very room, I might add. Dinner? What did you eat? I told you. I hate to waste time with trifling details. If you look at the table yourself, you wouldn't need to ask me. I bet she's a lot of fun at parties. When the awards show was starting, I headed for Viola Hall. And after the show ended, you came back to this room. No, I had some small errands to run. I helped with the preparations in the lobby. Oh, preparations for the post-ceremony show, I guess. When it was time for the post-ceremony show, I came back to call for Mr. Ungard. After that, The shell. I feel like this shell's going to be important. After that, I went to visit Mr. Corrida. And that's when you found his body, isn't it? And you really held strong through everything. Yeah, just seemed to be mentally tough as nails. Yeah, it's quite impressive, really. Relation to Ungard. So, about you and, stop right there. Violated the law. You aren't seriously about to ask how Mr. Ungard and I related, are you? Sorry. I have no idea how he could choose you as his lawyer. Why did she have to go and say something like that? Mr. Nick, calm down and hang in there. I'll give you a shoulder rub to relieve your stress later, alright? I already gave you my name earlier, but I'll add that I'm Mr. Ungard's manager. His manager? Speaking of managers, did the victim, Mr. Corrida, have one? No, he did not. He didn't. Global Studios has a very different policy from Worldwide Studios in that Worldwide Studios does not assign individual managers to their stars. I see. This industry is very ruthless and unforgiving. Actually, you look quite ruthless and unforgiving yourself to your poor partner. Dragging a little girl like her to places like this. Honestly. You're wrong. I'm doing this to help Mystic Maya. Pearls, calm down and hang in there. I'll buy you a juice later, okay? Okay, so let's see about presenting some evidence here. I'd like to ask you about this. I told you, I hate trifling matters. It's a waste of time to show me things that are of no relevance to me. Okay. This is the first time I've been shut down this badly. Relevance to you. That'd be relevant to you, surely. You were the one taking care of the arrangements for this press conference, right? Yes, that's right. Mr. Ungard said he didn't know about it. Is that what he said? Huh? Actually, I didn't know all the details either. It was a request from the publicity department. What I did was help out and do what I was asked. Oh, I see. I wonder about that. I wouldn't take her to be the type of person to do something without knowing the details. I'd like to ask you about this. Told you, trifling matters, not related to her. That's definitely not gonna... Alright. It's that sort of thing like, is it profiles then? Ask about herself. I hate talking about myself. Oh. It's a trifling matter. That's why. Sorry. Take away that layer of sarcasm and she really does seem to hate herself. I won't say it's that. Let's ask about Ms Ungard then. I asked to become Mr. Ungard's manager. He's a pleasure to manage, with his nice disposition. Mr. Ungard does seem like a rather weak-willed man, always doing as he's told. He's always saying, my manager, right, Mr. Nick? Did you know the victim, Mr. Corrida? Yes, I knew him. The world is such a small place, after all. Did you know about his rivalry with the Nickel Samurai? Honestly, they were like children when it came to that. Time and time again, those two competed with each other over the most trivial things. If either one of them wasn't so stubborn, then maybe no one would have needed to die. Okay. Got a hunch this woman knows more than she's letting on. She must know why Yuan Kurita was killed. Yeah, that's the feeling I was getting from that as well. Gotta ask about Dick Gumshoe there. Alright, trifling things. Oh, or was that a trifling thing? I'd like to ask you about this. Told you I hate trifling matters. It's a waste of time to show me things that are of no relevance to me. Well, this is the first time I've been shut down this badly. Alright then. Nothing but Maya. No, it was worth a check, because I'm trying to figure out, like, who is behind everything, and maybe showing them Maya would make them spill the beans, sort of thing. Motive for murder. Do you have any ideas? As to why Mr. Kurita was murdered? Why would you ask me about such a thing? I'm just doing my job. So do you have any ideas? Oh, here we go. For Ms. Andrews? Sorry, but there's nothing more I have to add to this conversation. Is it a cyclops, Mr. Nick? Yes. There's getting to be more and more of these lately. Yeah, which is suspicious. Let's examine the room, though. Looks like dishes left over from dinner. A dinner for two, at that. I'm sure they're Mr. Ungard and Ms. Andrews' plates. Looks like they had T-bone steaks. What's with Global Studios and T-bone steaks? Because T-bones are nice. There's a giant bone sitting on the plate. I don't really like meat. There's something weird about this plate. Just wish I could put my finger on what it is. The knife's missing. Like that. There you go, the knife's missing. There's some samurai-looking clothes on the sofa here. I think that jacket-looking thing is called a happy. Probably saying that completely wrong. Whatever it is, I'm sure something like that would make a great souvenir. Maya would be absolutely thrilled and probably steal it. I don't know why I pressed there. I think it's because it changed. My mom was like, click it! I like this lamp. Kind of wanted a lamp like this, or like that twirly bit at the top. It's very nice, very nice. I expected more here, to be honest. It's probably Mr. Ungard's suitcase for someone who was only going to be here for the award show. This is a lot of stuff. Looks like he has about 3 days worth of clothes in here. Stars really are different from us, aren't they? That's the bedroom over there. That's a bed? Wow, they have really big beds here. That was it? Just really big beds? No more information, like nothing on that? I would have thought there'd be something on that, but alright. Is there anything else we can get out of you? You know what? Let's throw it. It's like I can't think of anything else. Maybe Lotta. Maybe she had some experience with Lotta and stuff like that. I'd like to. It's trifling matters, yes, of course. Maybe. No, nothing from Oldbag. Okay, very well. Alright, so let's move on over to the hallway. Is there anything else we can present to you now? Because very much what I'm thinking right now is like, is the knife going to be the murder weapon? Because there was a knife missing on that plate. So I don't know. Kurita's hotel room. Again, let's keep an eye out for that knife. It should be in here, I assume.